Oh, there you are, YouTube. This morning we start off our day at Curtis Orchard and Pumpkin Patch for a bunch of outdoor activities for the kids.
No.
Okay.
Good job. Hey girl, good job. Good job, girl. You petting the horse? Good job, buddy. Is that such a pretty horse?
Oh, it has a star.
A star? Is that what that white is?
Yeah, you see?
That's called a star?
Uh-huh. And then just a whole white face is bald.
It's called bald?
Yeah.
You know a lot about horses.
Look at me now.
Look at mommy.
Yeah, she didn't really like it. No, look at me. Look here. Both
Very
of you.
cute.
Okay. Go be careful.
Oh. Go. That was cool. No, Nona got, I think, fell down the ladder. Here you go. Good job.
It felt so weird. It felt so weird the second time.
Go! Was that fun?
Crazy fast. Can we do the game with that for token?
I think so.
Dad,
Yeah, I'm coming with. Here, wait for me, wait for me. Here, I'm gonna get in the middle. Wait, hold on. Okay, here, wait, we're right here. Right here. 3. That was fun. Good job. Good job.
When can we go again?
Well, I think we're doing horses next.
Yeah.
Sure, all my kids, I'll hold everything.
Hey, sweetie. That's a very pretty horse. Look at you. Hey, sweetie. Yep. Okay. Hey, Nona. Nona. Hey, sweetie. Hey, Nellie. Hello. Yeah, think about cool horses you just got to ride.
Okay.
Good job.
Higher now, higher. She can get it. Higher. There you go. She doesn't want it.
Doesn't want it. You just want pets? You're the sheep. There you go. Here, look at me. You are. How do you like your apple cider slushies? Are they yummy?
Can I try it now?
Then we got some donuts. I got a fritter in here and a glazed donut. And these are apple.
Well, I think there's usually
It's always a good time whenever we go to Curtis Orchard. And they got the apple orchard, they got the pumpkin patch, they got everything. We didn't hit up any of that. It was just mostly kind of a fun day for the kids. They also have like a horse and buggy ride, which we've done in the past. Didn't do that today. They just wanted to have fun on the inflatables and things like that and see the goats and obviously ride the horses. That's probably their favorite part. Also my favorite part. I just love watching them. They love horses so much. So that was a great time. But now it's time to get to today's movie. So let's head to the Halloween Advent calendar. October 8th. What are we watching? Go ahead.
I can't read it.
What does that say?
Oh, The Haunting, the original from 1963.
1963, The Haunting. I cannot wait to see this.
Yeah.
We watch the one from the 90s all the time.
I just read the book though, and this one is supposed to be
Closer
faithful
to it?
Yeah.
So that was a first time watch for me, and this movie kind of had an interesting path into our calendar. And it all sort of started with the Netflix series The Haunting of Hill House, which that is like a television show remake of this movie, which started out as a book. The Haunting of Hill House started out as a book. Then this movie was made. Then that movie in, what was that, in like the late 90s was made with Lily Taylor, and then the Netflix series, right? So the Netflix series was on, and when it came out, my wife and I started watching it, but we kind of got freaked out by it. Like, we were actually terrified to where we stopped watching it. and we didn't return to it until 2 years or a year later. I think it might have been 2 years later. We returned to it, and then we completed it. Really liked it, and the two of us, have always watched the version from the '90s with Liam Neeson and Owen Wilson and Catherine Zeta-Jones and Lily Taylor. We watch that one all the time, actually. It's kind of strange. It's kind of one of our cozy background movies that we'll put on when we're working around the house or working from home. So that one we're very familiar with. But then that television show came out, and we got really interested in that. And my wife was like, man, I really love the movie, and we really like the show. And the show really scared us. What should we? And they're very different too. They are barely the same. So she was like, I got to read the book. I got to read the book. So she read the Haunting of Hill House book, and then she's comparing and contrasting the book from the '90s movie from the television show, and they're all just sort of vastly different. The closest was the book and the television show, or sorry, the book and the movie. The television show on Netflix is like really out there. It's like barely the same. Some of the names are kept the same, but it's like a family instead of separate people. It's very different. So yeah, she read the book, and then we then think, hey, we got to watch the original movie, the one from '63. So then we're like, we got to put that in the calendar. So that's how that made its way into the calendar, was through all of that. Just always liking the '90s one, which I think we're in the minority with that. A lot of people don't like it. Always liking that one, and then finally watching the show, even though it took us some years to get through it because it was scary. And then she read the book, and then it was like, okay, let's watch this movie. And supposedly, according to my wife, my wife, that's how that came out. She, I think she said that this '63 version is most similar to the book. And I think, like, the stuff that I know, because I've only seen the visual media, I would say this movie is closest to the '90s movie. Again, the television show is very out there, just very loosely adapting the book, very loosely, barely similar. But it also has a lot of similarities too, but also extremely different. But what I liked about this, I'm going to try and keep this quick since we had that whole day at the orchard. But what I really liked about this the most was the house, the Haunting of Hill House, and it's in the title, and it is present on screen, very present on screen, and it's haunted, and it's like we have this cast of people within the movie and within the house, and it's starting to scare them. They are in it. It's like, sort of like overtaking these individuals. And I like that it visually does that on the screen. It is just so noisy. There's so much, so many decorative qualities to the house. Grand staircases, grand fireplaces and molding and furniture. Just all of this stuff is very over the top and noisy and cluttered, and it clutters the screen. And there's a lot of great unique camera angles in this movie as well that just create very odd spaces, along with a lot of mirrors within the house that, when depending on how the camera is sitting on the mirror, it like expands the space, closes the space, distorts the space. It's all very cool, and that's what I liked about it. Because this movie and title, it has the word house in it, they really played up the house, and it was very different from the '90s one. That one, like, everything is extra grand, but I feel like still very open. Like, this one was cluttered with a lot of ornate objects, decorative objects around the house. And when I think of the one from the '90s, I don't think about decorative objects like on tables and end tables and couches and furniture and things like that. I think of wide open spaces, but like extreme molding and statues and like wall gargoyles and things like that everywhere. And you have that here but it's just not as enormous. It's more fitting, but not as like in terms of scale. Like in the '90s version, everything seems to be on a much larger scale. But yeah, I thought in the exterior of the house was really cool. We didn't get to see the grounds really much at all, but the house itself we would see it in sort of like a backlit profile, but then every once in a while we could see it, and it kind of had some like Hogwarts-ness to it, which was kind of cool. But I just, you always hear that with movies like this where it's like the house is a character in the movie, and I feel like, I guess it is a character, but it's also just a very thick environment, and I like that about it, in a distorted and stylized environment because of the way the camera films it, and I just really liked all of that. But anyway, yeah, I thought it was a good movie. Out of the three of them, out of the show, the '90s movie and this movie, honestly, they're all good. To me, I know the '90s movie, like, objectively isn't good, but this one I think is objectively really really good in the terms of the cinematography, how it's shot, and mise en scène, both. Like, everything within the frame is very cool, and how it's framed is just wonderful. So, yeah, I liked all that. Also, Dr. Jacoby from Twin Peaks is in this. I thought that was cool. Dr. Jacoby, yeah. Very young version of him, which was really neat. But anyway, have you seen this movie? What do you think of it? If you compare and contrast the original movie, the '90s movie, and the Netflix show, which one's your favorite? I'd love to know. Let me know in the comments below, and perhaps I'll see you tomorrow for more Pure Hangout.